Hello everyone, I'm Freddy Hawk and this is another episode of Pauper Meta Call. This time playing JUND Wildfire, a list from Walker 735, and he won the Pauper Showcase, I believe, and he played exactly this list. I'm gonna be linking the list on the description in the comments. I like this list. I see this list as a solid one. We are not seeing any toxin analysis. But before we talk a little bit about the deck, and if you like my channel, if you like my videos, please subscribe to the channel, leave a like, leave a comment, leave a suggestion. And now talking about this deck exactly. And it's not a stock list because as you can see, we are not seeing any toxin analysis and we are seeing only one blood fountains. I don't know at this point if two blood fountains isn't really necessary or a stock option, a stock number of bloody fountains. But we are seeing the Hydra, and also we are seeing Geeks Infiltrator. I don't think this creature is from the stock list. I have the Walker's guide from this deck, the Joint Wildfire guide, and if you wanna, yeah, I highly recommend you to buy it because I have this. I have this guide, and I know John pretty well because of this guide. It's a pretty well written guide. You just have everything you need about the deck there. And once you buy it, it is like you're gonna receive every single update that he does on the new lists, new sideboard guide sheet that he put there. So I really recommend you. So you can find him on his nickname Walker735 on MTGO, or from the name, if I'm not mistaken, Paolo Donfra on Twitter. So yeah, this Geeks Infiltrator is not from the stock list he had on the guide. I believe, I don't know, I might be wrong, but a stock list means you play the Falcon Shaman, the Toxin Analysis one, Hydra, I guess, and the most common card that you see on the main deck. Maybe Pulse of Morasa also, but a lot of the options are the same as you see here. But the Geeks Infiltrator is addition. You can play 2, 3, or even 4 copies, depends on the meta. But a card that you see on the Join the Wildfire list just recently, it's Terminate. And this is just because the Guardian of the Guild Pact being played on the Selesnya, and now more recently, the Naya Gates is knackered, and you don't have anything to clearly answer the Guardian of the Guild Pact besides the Terminate now, because you still can just buy a lot of time blocking with the Chrysalis tokens, the Eldrazi tokens that are colorless that you can block, and also you can sack to your opponent to not gain life if your opponent is uh, if your opponent has a Guardian of the Guild Pact with the Armadillo Cloak, or if your opponent is attacking you with the Sacred Cat or the Outlaw Magic. You just block and sack, and your opponent did not gain life. And if you have like multiple Chrysalis and also Refurbished Familiars or like big Geeks Infiltrators, you just can bash back, your opponent not gain life, and you win the race. But having Terminate is really good against the Guardian of Guild Pact, of course. We are not seeing the Toxin Analysis even in the sideboard, but we have a fourth copy of Karkan Shaman, we have the Duress, and we are not seeing the second copy of Breath Weapon. I don't know if this is a good call, but it was a good call on the Pauper Showcase from Walker. But, I like to play two Breath Weapons. I like to play like um, Pyroblast because it's nice against Mono Blue Fairies and Mono Blue Terrors, but it is fine. I think this list is pretty strong. We're gonna play some matches. I think I'm gonna try to bring three matches, three good matches to showcase this list, and then So it's really fine. If you can tweak this deck, you can tweak this deck a lot. You should know that. You can play even two Hydras. You can play more or no Geeks Infiltrators. You can play more Lambas, less equally more Lambas. You can play one more draw. You can play, two puts of Marasas. You can play no Kraken Shaman if you feel it's not the needed. You can play one Terminate in the main deck in place of Cast Down if you want. You can play two Blood Fountains or no Blood Fountains. You can play more Nihil Spell Bombs. There are all sort of things. You can play even other sideboard cards that you are not seeing here, like the Okiba Gang Shinobi against some combo decks. Maybe, more copies of those cards that are here. And I see this deck as one of the best decks in the format. For many people, this deck is the best deck in the format. But I don't think it's the best. The best deck for me is the Red Madness burn. But enough talk, so let's go to the gameplay now. Okay, we found a match. We keep this hand. We have not green yet to the Chrysalis, but we have Lembas, Sikor, we have draw. Bottom move to 6. We are playing this Giant Wildfire from Walker. He won the Pauper Showcase with this list. So let's see. Okay, we are playing against a blue-white something, I guess. Okay, something kind of crazy. I don't know what it is. I'm going to Lembas here. Okay, I just misclicked because I meant to send this to the bottom because I want more lands. I think this is a combo deck of any sort. I guess it's a combo deck. So, Mr. Kinsmith, he play the Kinsmith and search for the Kinsmith. I don't know why. It's fine. Bridge, I think we can play the Equal Spring, have 3 artifacts, play the Swamp and play the Refurbish. Okay, this is not very good because we don't have the green for the Chrysalis next turn. One's gonna discard. I guess next turn we can obviously we wanna Fanatical Offering trying to find our green mana. But let's see what my opponent's doing. 3 mana. 5. Jesus Christ. What's doing? Draw 2 cards. It's a vehicle. Crawl 3. Okay, he can crawl here. It's fine. It's a blue-white artifact decks. Artifacts are strong at some point because I think I'm gonna block this. Yeah, I don't wanna let this guy's gonna. We can block here with the Chrysalis and we could block with the Refurbish, but I'm not worried about that right now. Okay, we're gonna draw 2 here, 3 in that case. Okay, we found a green mana, but maybe I think we need the green mana, right? I'm gonna have to discard here. I don't know what we discard yet. Maybe it's a case of discarding a Fanatical Offering or maybe a Bridge. I'm gonna discard the Swamp. Next turn we're gonna have 4 mana to cast the Chrysalis and we can play this and we have 2 extra mana. Okay, this is kinda... I think this is not a combo deck. Okay, we need to find our Archon Shaman because at some point we're gonna just clear our opponent's board. My opponent cannot play anything right now. He wants to crew, okay, that's fine. Attack for 4. It's also fine. I just wanna search for the Boros right now before I forget. Okay. Opponent just The green. The crystals opponent doing, man. Okay. Playing the crystals, gonna play another red. I think I'm gonna play another green source. I don't know if you need that. I'm going to play that. We have a blocker. I have a lot of blockers in that case. We can block everything and then sacrifice the tokens and let our crystals survive. I don't think my opponent's going to attack. Okay, he's going to attack. Okay, draw a lot of cards. I think that's fine. I'm also drawing a lot of cards here. I have 6 cards in hand. And this is a pretty cool deck from our opponent. It's a brew. It's a okay brew. I don't know if it's like strong, but I think it's okay brew. Okay, artifact spells cost 1 less. Okay, he wants to tune down every artifact and the whole drifters. This thing is just, you know, free to play. We had to find another one. That's fine. I think that's fine. A lot of creatures, but we can block everything. Mirror enforcers also. Yeah, this is a cool deck. Okay. Karkan Shaman. Fine, opponent. Next time we are in trouble, maybe. Or maybe not. My opponent wants to attack now. Lose a creature. I'm fine with that. Okay, opponent did this wrong. I think this is wrong. I'm not gonna block the 3-1. Or do I? No, I'm not. I'm gonna take 3. Maybe this is wrong. No, I will block that. Because I still wanna have 3 tokens to sacrifice and grow my Gixian infiltrators. Yeah, opponent has no cards in hand. It's fine. I'm not gonna Lembas. So I don't have mana for Lembas. Okay, and this is and Mirror Enforcer is a mirror, so this card is very. It's a nice synergy here. Uh, Pretty nice synergy. Okay, we're going to play the Chrysalis first. I think we're gonna play now the Infiltrator. And this way, I don't think we have a. We can let if my opponent wants to attack with everything, he has to crew here, like with this 2 guys here, like in the air. We block the both guys in the air, and then we block with the tokens on the mirror forcers, and then we don't die. And we have 3 mana, so we can Lembas, which is fine. I think we're gonna be fine. It's a lot of damage, but if we find any Arcan Shaman, we're gonna just erase my opponent's board. The opponent has a lot of mana there. If somehow opponent will find something to give the creatures unblockable, would be very strong. Like tapping all of our creatures on the end step or something like that. We just die. Okay, you can crew opponent. You can crew. What something that pump all the artifacts would be nice too. I think opponent's going to attack. Is going to attack, and I think this is a mistake. Yeah. Maybe it's not a mistake. You know, what else my opponent's going to do? If he waits one more turn, we're going to Chrysalis and Chrysalis again, and then I want this Gixen is going to be growing 4. It's going to be growing 3. It's going to be 4 toughness. Block here and take how much? Take only 3, right? No, we'll take 6. That's fine. Oh, my Gixen is gonna grow 4 because we're gonna just sacrifice the Lembas right here. This opponent's not. It's fine. X and grow, which is fine. Take 6. Opponent was. Well, it doesn't lose so much creature, but okay. Here we just Chrysalis. And doesn't play with the graveyard, so I don't know what. We are not in that very good position here. But opponent has nothing flying, so if you find removal to the Chrysalis, I'm not that worried about flyers. Now another Hull Drifter. Opponent found the 3 Hull Drifters. This is kinda lucky. Because to play 4, okay, opponent's gonna draw first, of course, then loot. Finding more threats. We need to find only the Kraken Shaman. I'm gonna sacrifice the lands, I'm gonna lose the lands, but we have the red mana on the landscapes. We're just gonna kill a lot of our opponent's creatures and then we going to win the game attack with only one attack. I believe so. The self-assembler. This is kinda annoying because opponent now has, I don't know. I'm gonna go to this. I just wanna play all the self-assemblers. Gonna gonna draw a lot of cards also. I think I'm gonna sack a token here. If my opponent tries to attack, I'm gonna sack a token on the on the draws on the damage step, just because I don't want to lose this map token. Because if I found the Kraken Shaman, I want to sacrifice the Nihil Spell Bomb, the map token, and then 2 lands. I don't want to lose 3 lands. The Kraken Shaman, the max 2 lands is fine. We could double Fanatical Offering here also if we want. No, double we cannot. Oh, we can. Double we can. But I think we will double. No, we cannot. I think we only will go 1. That's fine. Okay, draw 2. Did not find a Kraken Shaman. Maybe we lose this game. Just because. Okay, now my opponent lose the game. Okay, we in 4. We can play this and this. Getting this. And play this. We can sacrifice Nihil and all those here. 4 cards, 4 creatures. Oh, I just make a mistake here. Oh, I need to do this because we needed this crystals to be 5. So I'm gonna play also a Lambas here. Land. Fine, I want this land. And then we play the crack, the whole priority. Oh, I think we screw up. No, but yeah, I'm hold priority. Okay, opponent just concedes. Because I always forgot what button I have to hold priority. But it's the yes. One has a lot of artifacts, so we need a lot of Archon Shamans. But I think the rest is not good. I think Turbo Make Wolf is fine. Also terminating this. Breath Weapon's not that good. What is it? I think I'm gonna bring Breath Weapon also. Blood Fountain's not fine. This Gixen Filtrator is just nice, but Hydra not. Also for Manasa not very good. I think the Gixen I think we need artifacts, so I think they don't get rid of the Nihil spell bombs. But maybe the two Gixens they help us block, but we need artifacts. The refurbishing the crystals we cannot take out. We need other removal, so I think this is fine. Okay, this is fine. We're gonna keep. We have all of our colors. We're gonna place the tap land. We're gonna get the green mana here, unless we find it here. No. We're gonna get the forest. Second turn we're gonna Spring. Maybe the third turn we take out this land. My opponent doesn't have anything else. And it's gonna start to. If we had a removal here, it would be better because. Okay. Guess we go this. Double refurbish is not bad. We have ref weapon. Those refurbish gonna have to block at some point, I guess. One is gonna Foundry Inspector. I'm gonna take that with the Double Make Wolf. Both. Maybe now we. The Reinforcer is bad, but I think I'm gonna just Breath Weapon. I don't wanna take a lot of damage. It's fine. Also, we're gonna do this on our turn because I don't wanna lose any more creatures. I need to find another land. So Troublemaker Wolf is gonna draw us a card because we're gonna bargain the Coral Spring to deal with this Mirror Enforcer. One has nothing going on, which is very bad. Okay. I was gonna sack this. Maybe opponent just concedes here on the spot because you're gonna have no threats. If an opponent has a creature in hand, he would play. He has 4 mana, so the opponent is going to pay 3 mana. Mindshell Crab. Okay. No, I don't want to pay 3 because I can't. So it's gonna be hilarious if my opponent kills us with this Mirror Enforcer because we cannot find any removal. We have a removal, of course, but when it plays Mirror Shell Crab, this is crazy. You don't find the fourth land, which is very unlucky. We are playing 21 lands. Opponent might have only, you know, oh my god, this is unreal, man. This game is unreal. You know, I'm gonna play the Kalkan Shaman. I'm gonna block and sack to draw 2 cards. That's what I'm going to do. I'd rather do this than just, lose my spell, my removal. Okay, I'm gonna pay 5 mana. Jesus Christ. Okay, this is fine because the opponent's not gonna attack with this. I have a removal. Okay, draw 2 cards. Don't find a land. Man, this game is does sometimes. This game sometimes, man. Okay, thank you, deck. I think Chrysalis here. Do weak Chrysalis. Don't have any artifacts in play. I have 2, but 1 rather. I think I'm gonna play the land. I'm gonna play the Chrysalis because it's gonna help us. We have double Chrysalis. It's gonna help us just you know stabilize. Maybe we should have a map token going here, but I don't wanna go too low on my artifacts. But I'm going to do this. I'm gonna be fine, I guess. Okay, another bridge. Maybe we should have no play a crystal. We're gonna discard it here. Right? I'm gonna discard a Blazing Wildfire. At some point, those refurbished familiars gonna be reaping our opponent's hand. Maybe next turn even. Okay. Okay. I think my opponent's playing a lot of those effects. Maybe it, all those maybe we don't need all of those effects like cost reductions, artifacts cost reductions. Maybe we need a little bit less. Who knows? Okay, opponent's gonna crew. I would not do that because opponents want to attack here. I have I don't know, man. This is not very good. It's not a good attack. Definitely not a good attack. I have a okay opponent. It's fine. If you wanna do this, you're gonna do this. Just lose the creature. My creature have reach. I know this creature is kind of broken, but you wanna read the cards, man. You just wanna read the cards. Okay, now we're going. We have a okay. If we play this, we can play two Chris. I think we can play Chrysalis. No, I think we should play another Chrysalis and let the refer for the next turn. I'm gonna play this Slagward bridge, and then we just stabilize on my opponent's next turn, and then next turn we have two artifacts to play off of the three Chrysalis. The no, not three, but two, double refurbish. Okay, 5 mana. It's big. Jesus Christ. This one we can just jump block. We can terminate it at some point. No, we don't need to jump block. We can block. The opponent just concedes. Okay, we found another match. We joined Wildfire. We are gonna play this hand is kinda bad because we need to find black mana here and red mana for this one in the Chrysalis, but we don't have much time. Not much time, but I don't know. I think I'm gonna move in this hand. Okay, no lands, it's bad. This is my story on Magic Online. Mulligan a lot to find lands, to find reasonable hands. Yeah, we're gonna move it to 5. Okay, this is nice. I'm gonna get back the Hydra and the Blood Fountain because we don't have any creatures to get back. And I think we should not get back. The Dead Knight Heal is better because we draw a card at least. And if this is a graveyard deck, we need that. Okay. Not a graveyard. Oh, because a white weenie was a is a familiars deck. Even if it is a white weenie, we can use this against Prismatic Strands and the Strands or the Battle Screech. Battle Screech not that much, but yeah, this is white weenie. I think this is a good matchup. Of course, we need to find more lands. Okay, we should do this. We need to find. I think it's another black mana. Yeah, we found another land, which is fine. Now we just need to find a Chrysalis or a Refurbished Familiar. Okay, we need to find a removal, of course. We don't have toxic analysis here in this list, so I think we need to find the more artifacts. Not, I don't think we need to find more artifacts actually because we have 3 and 2 of them draw cards. We're gonna ramp a little bit. Yeah, card consumption is a good one. Okay, gonna eco Wellspring. You have a lot of draw spells. Yeah, guess that would be nice for this Cold Sky Fisher. Opponent has 5 cards in hand. I think we need to find the Chrysalis, but we are not in a rush here. The cast down is bad against Leonardo, which my opponent is going to play right now. But we have Kraken Shaman, we are fine. And the opponent is gonna rebuy the creature. I think opponent's not gonna play another creature now. No, why he's going to play two creatures, maybe. Dorval, it's fine also. Leonardo in hand. I don't think that's a very good plan. No, it is a good plan in general, but okay, you can just land. We played the land, right? Yeah, I don't need this land. It's fine. Okay, do we need this to play this Galactic Shaman right now? Hmm, I think we do. We can sacrifice the Galactic Shaman. I think we don't. We need to see what my opponent is going to do here. Maybe he keep attacking with those creatures. You know, that's going to be discounted. Maybe on the card Sky Fisher because yeah, fine. Because it is the only one to attack in the air. Okay, I think I'm gonna do this before. I'm gonna have the map token anyway. So this is perfect. This is perfect. The Leonardo we still don't have any answer. Do we take this? I think we do. Take 7. It's fine. Okay, so opponent's gonna kill my Calican Shaman if it doesn't make any sense. We're gonna Leonardo. Opponent, are you crazy? Are you freaking crazy? Ah, maybe he has prismatic strands, right? 3, 3, 6, 9. I'm going to take 9. I'm pretty fine with that. Okay. Opponent has prismatic strands in hand. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Okay, we have a lot of artifacts to sacrifice. Let's see here. We can cast down the Cold Sky Fisher, which is really good. I think we can like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. No, we get 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3. That's fine. My opponent's upkeep. My opponent's attack step. Maybe we can just go for this. No, I'm gonna pass to my opponent. Not afraid of that. Let's see if my opponent does the just they'll play bad now, tapping out. No, not tapping out, but tapping low for the clue. And then we should crack on Shaman. Viewpoint, that was kinda smart. Okay, then we do gonna sack this thing here. This thing here. And this thing here. Okay. One needs to prismatic strands now. But he's not gonna have another prismatic strands. He don't have the mana and no untapped creatures. So I'm going to cast down his Forest Sky Fisher. I'm gonna sacrifice 3 of my lands. Fine opponent. Okay. Let it in. Pretty fine with that. I think I'm gonna cycle a land, one of those lands. I'm gonna crack some clues here. Okay. Maybe opponent's flooded. I need to find a chrysalis. This is nice. Jesus Christ. Okay, if you're gonna play this and pass the turn here, I don't have any visitors inside the graveyard. We have only hand. We're gonna, if a fanatical offering one of those Slagward Bridges. The opponent's Steadfast Unicorn. This thing needs to die because it's a pump spell. Okay, Core Sky Fisher, you're gonna cast down, I guess. I'm gonna return the Steadfast Unicorn. No. He's going to grow the unicorn. No, the Core Sky Fisher. Fine. I have a lot of lands, so I don't mind sacrificing lands. Chrysalis is very strong. I'm going to kill this. I could just draw more cards, but I have a lot of cards to use. Chrysalis. I think we can play the munitions and play the Lambas also. No, I'm gonna pass here. No, I think I'm gonna munitions this creature, just to be honest. But before we're gonna pass, we're gonna see if my opponent knows just take a clue here. Okay, opponent does. Let's see. Clue? No. Okay. Yeah, this is bad, but we are fine. You know, the creature, it's a 2 for 1. Opponent lose 2 cards to get rid of one card. Opponent needs a Johnny to Nowhere. Battle Screech is also nice. We don't have an answer to the Battle Screech now. An opponent. Oh, but we don't have the Nihil Spell Bomb now, which is bad. But oh, it's fine. It's fine. Okay, opponent has some cards in hand. Leave and start with the Refurbish. See what my opponent discard. We have Lambas. We have. Opponent has a Prismatic Strands in hand, pretty much. Yeah, he did. So we're gonna attack here. Chrysalis cannot be prevented that because he has the Void, so we can just attack. Yeah, we have this. It's fine. Play it. I'm gonna go for this. Black mana. Draw 3 cards. Chrysalis. Wildfire. Do we care about playing a Wildfire right now? This my opponent. He cannot kill us now, for sure. Black mana, Forest. Red. We can back. We can grab a black mana. It's fine. We can block if we want because opponent might just play. Maybe even Guardian's Pledge is fine. But if opponent plays a creature, then Guardian's Pledge and then Ramosian Rally, that's a problem for us. We're gonna have a second Chrysalis. One needs to find more creatures, but Chrysalis cannot be prevented. So, okay, Skyfish is annoying, very annoying, but it's also fine. We have 2 more cast downs in the deck. No, 3 more cast downs. 2 more cast downs. We are 27 cards left in the deck. you might found. Okay, a lot of battle screeches is a problem, but we have this refurbished familiar to block those tokens that can be pumped with the Guardian's Pledge. So we are fine. Okay, opponent plays a 1 mana creature. Alright. Dorval on the okay. Dorval we cannot kill with the with that card. Okay, we have the Clarkon Shaman can help us, but I think I'm gonna go for the map token. I'm gonna let this Lambas to gain life at some point. Maybe. Okay, this is okay, this is Chrysalis time. Okay, what am I doing here? The heck is that? Okay, okay, we don't have any color red mana because I wanna. I'm not going to attack, of course. We have 3 flying blockers. We have 10 life because we have the Lambas. So we are fine. I'm pretty fine with my opponent blowing anything there. Even if you grow the Darval is going to be a 4-4. I can deal with that with a 4-4. And also deal with the 2-2 flyers. Flyer that could be a 4-4 with the Guardian's Pledge. The Pledge is not a problem here because we have three blockers for the flyers, and who's gonna Turbine Charm the Chrysalis? It is what it seems. One opponent found finding the second copy of Turbine Charm. It's pretty good for them because they get rid of or makeshift munitions and also the Chrysalis. But we have Blood Fountain, and for me it's fine. It's fine because we can rebuy that Chrysalis. Oh, this is not fine. But now my opponent cannot have the Guardian's Pledge, which is fine for me. I think I'm gonna trade this bird token for my first familiar if my opponent has no Guardian's Pledge here. My opponent did not attack, which is very good. Okay, let's see what is in my opponent's hand. Qualifier Fisher. Okay, we have only Chrysalis and the Carcon Shaman. Hmm. I can offering. Yeah, I can offering and then okay, another refurbish the pledge. Okay, that's fine. I think this way my opponent has only one more pledge, which is also fine. And I think at this point I want to cycle this land. Okay, opponent's gonna crack a blue token instead. We have a visitors inside on the graveyard. We don't. Or we do we have one. So it's fine. When you just play the land, I think my opponent should not play that land at this point. 6 lands, 6 mana in play, it's fine. Okay, let's see if my opponent attacks. If my opponent's attacking, I think it means he just might found a Guardian's Pledge. I'm gonna block everything. No, opponent has just prismatic strands on the graveyard, but then he's going to flashback, right? No, I think you have the Chrysalis also, so it's fine. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. It's pretty much fine. Okay, Guardian's Pledge. Fine. We're gonna sacrifice one. 2, 3. White should sacrifice the refurbished familiar. Get the cast down. I'm gonna do this. No, I don't have 4 mana to use the. Okay, I'm playing this very bad. It's fine. I'm gonna cycle the land. Yeah, I think this was a good play from our opponent. He has a prismatic strands on the graveyard now, but we can Nihil spell bomb it. This is very good. Okay, we're going to Nihil spell bomb that prismatic strands out of the way. Okay, but I just cast that. That's fine. Okay. Get another Chrysalis. Okay, opponent just concedes. Yeah, this is a good matchup, like I said. Terminate's fine because it deals all the all the creatures. The Leonardo, that's very bad for us. I think another color Shaman is fine also, but I don't know. Let's see. I'm gonna play. I'm gonna play it. Enchantments. I think opponent might have some. I don't know if I want all of this. Hydra, it's fine, I guess. Also from Rasa, I think it's not fine. Makeshift is good. I think I don't need the other copy of Color Shaman. Next point Hydra can go. This maybe we don't need the Nihil Spell Bomb. And maybe even we can take out the Geeks Infiltrators. They are nice blockers. I think we can try this. I don't think it's correct. We need those 4 cards because the Troublemaker Wolves are nice to get the Journeys and only 2. It's fine. I would not bring 3 if we had 3 on the sideboard, but 2 I think is fine. And Terminate's very good against Leonardo and the Darval. If my opponent has a pressure on the early game with those 2 guys, one of those 2 guys. In Breath Weapon, we need the bird tokens. And those cards, I think we don't need those cards that much. I think the Infiltrator could be nice, but it can be removed also. So I think Crystal is better than in Refurbish also because they have ETB effects. So I think we're gonna try like this. So okay, we are unlucky on this hand. And then we got kinda lucky on this one. We have this with the journey. I don't think we need this now. But I think it's even worse to have a heal spell bomb just now because but although I think I'm gonna need a Nihil spell bomb if we find a way to sweep the board with the Karkan Shaman, right? Just because and if we find the breath weapon, just very good because we can clear the prismatic strands from my opponent's graveyard and then we find a way to deal with the please no revoke resistance my land because we are in trouble if we do that. One has 1 mana. Your Vow, it's a strong one. I don't want to take a dust to dust, so I'm not gonna play any artifacts anytime soon. I'm trying to find another black mana here. Joy Visitors inside. Oh Jesus. Okay, next turn we're going to play the Coral Spring, but I don't think we can. No, I don't think, man. I maybe play the Nihil Spell Bomb. We are under pressure here. I'm taking 4, which is a lot. Okay. Opponent is strong. He's gonna return a creature. He's gonna pressure us a lot. One doesn't have the third mana. Okay, if we play the Calican Shaman, what can we do? Hmm, I think we need to play the Equal Spring, and the Shaman can block here. I have 2, so I don't worry about. I'm not worried about don't have it. Oh no. Okay, fine. Okay, this is a game 2. Magic Online game 2s are kind of strange sometimes. Uh, we need a land next turn, but we have the Eviscerated inside. To block here. Not going to sacrifice anything because at this point I need this 2 artifacts. Opponent has the third mana and Dust to Dust here. I'm gonna concede pretty much, but he doesn't. So nice. Okay, and we don't find any lands at all. But we can do this to try to find a land to play the Refurbished Familiar. Not to play the Refurbished. Okay. We keep that Chrysalis because at some point we're going to find a discard another. Okay. I want my opponent to play more ground creatures, non-flying creatures. So we can. What's gonna Tribune Charm, I guess? Okay, I don't think that's a good play. To be honest with you guys. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to sacrifice 3 things and leaving my opponent only with the Quarter Sky Fisher on the board. Yeah. We're just gonna draw 2 cards. Okay. I still think we need to draw 2 cards here. It's fine. Okay, we need to play this, right? We could play this and then Nihil Spell Bomb, but I don't want to play this. Next turn we have 5 untapped mana. And we're gonna have Chrysalis and also mana open, which is pretty good. If my opponent has Prismatic Strands, we are covered with this Nihil Spell Bomb. Opponent just returns a clue or a land. Clue. Opponent just returned a clue. I think that's also fine. I almost played the will make you mistake. Okay, we have here. You can block. If opponent wants to journey, I think we can Lambus, but I think that's kind of risky. No, I'm not gonna Lambus. Yeah, I think I'm gonna pass here. If opponent wants to Revenge Charm my Chrysalis, it's not gonna work. He needs a land and a 1 mana creature and a Turbine Charm. And I'm going to block here, of course. Opponent not attacking. Opponent's just screwed, mana screwed. Okay, 2 mana. Journey to nowhere. Okay. I'm gonna take that. And then what we do here? Hmm. We can draw 2 cards, but I don't think that's profitable. I think that's very non-profitable. I think I shouldn't. I think, yeah. If you bargain this, the crystal is gonna be only a 3/4. But if we bargain, I don't have anything else to bargain. I think we need to do this anyway. Yeah. I'm gonna get rid of the journey, but don't have. Okay, fine. We have a creature here. Can go like this. Cast down. Pretty nice. Okay, we are doing something here. We're going to pass. And if my opponent wants to attack, we can kill one of them. Now it's pretty bad. If my opponent find any way to maybe other journey opponent. Okay. We're gonna kill both of the guys. But not now. Not now. I'm gonna take 2. But we have 3 lives to gain. 3 life to gain. Okay, opponents also having trouble. Okay, this is pretty good. Into refurb. Discard. Prismatic Strands. No, Dust to Dust. I don't think this was a. Now my opponent has. Okay, I think I'm going to play this here. I need more lands, but I don't want to lose my. I'm not gonna do that. No, Wildfire first. Another refurbished, that's fine. Your opponent's gonna discard. Another Dust to Dust. Jesus Christ, okay. We have a clock. Pretty good clock. One is mana screwed. Paying 2 mana for. Draven Charm. I think it's fine. We're gonna just destroy the Sky Fisher. And then we have a clock. And opponent just concedes. GG opponent. Okay, playing JUND Wildfire. I'm gonna keep this hand. We don't have green, but we have the only red and black spells. Opponent's playing something like Gates, Boros Gates, maybe. I don't know. Yeah. Opponent will get 6, but we are okay. We have the green mana now. Next turn we can play the Geeks Infiltrator. Since we don't have the Chrysalis, I don't know if you have to talk to worry about. Okay. Hmm. I don't know why my opponent would play this gate instead of any life gain effect or but I don't know. This means like Boros decider for me. I don't know. Okay, opponent just put the card on the bottom with the Lambus. Hydra. Fine. We can play one. My opponent can bolt here. I think I'm not gonna play that. I'm gonna play the Heal Spell Bomb. We're gonna play the Slagward the, or the bridge because opponent might just have a bolt here and just we lose a creature that can be big. And since we have the Nihil Spell Bomb and the Karkan Shaman, we can grow this Executor pretty big. Okay, another Lembas. It's fine. Let's see what my opponent does. Another, no, not the top. Okay, opponent playing gates. Maybe it's Boros gates. I was thinking about a list like this. Boros gates with artifacts and also glint hawks. A lot of evasions because a lot of evasion because we play Core Skyfisher and the glint hawk that flies. We could still play the. What we're going to do here? I think we can Wildfire and then maybe find a refurbished familiar. Okay, we're going to say yes. We're gonna get a swamp. I don't know if that was correct. Okay, we got lucky here. Really lucky. Okay, opponent's going to discard what? I think we should Wildfire the pretty much the Basilisk Gate, but I don't know. I don't know yet. I think that the next Wildfire, I think I'm going to just sandbag to play against to kill the Basilisk gates. Although this deck doesn't seem to search for the gates, so I'm pretty fine, I guess. We have a clock here with the refurbished and also kicks and filters at some point. I think I don't need this. I think I need this Nihil Spell Bomb. Oh no, we have a Chrysalis, which is pretty strong. Okay, we have a Chrysalis, but we don't have anything else. We have a cast down. We're going to attack. Opponent's taking a while to take actions here. Is like almost 2 minutes behind on the clock. I don't know why, but it's fine. If opponent has a Galvanic Blast, would be a problem. But at this point, I just need to find another green mana to get a big Hydra on this Chrysalis and just ride us to the victory. I guess. One's gonna Qualifier Fisher. Okay, this one I guess I'm gonna cast down. I don't know if now, but if my opponent just steps out to okay, Citadel Gate, he's gonna play that Citadel Gate. Okay, if my opponent tries to, no, I'm not going to do anything on this turn. Journey to Nowhere. This is bad. I think I just have to accept this, right? Because it's fine. It's pretty fine. Opponent's not gonna attack. I'm gonna just do this. We're gonna play the Geeks Infiltrator. I'm just going to. Okay, what I do here? Maybe I play a big Hydra. Hmm. But I want to start to clocking my opponent. I could play a decent Hydra here. I just can do this. And play a. Maybe that's not a good play. That's not a good play. You can draw a card with the Nihil Spellbomb at any time you want, making him 4. But I think maybe this is bad because opponent might just have a Galvanic Blast and kill our Geeks Infiltrator just because opponent has Metalcraft. But Journey to Nowhere and Galvanic Blast, I don't know if that's a good combination in a deck that you might have like a lot of cards, maybe Secret Cat, maybe yeah, you need to play Experimental Synthesizer also. Quasical Fisher, this is bad. Opponent has opponent's having pretty much luck finding all those Quasical Fishers. Gonna journey another thing. This is bad. I think I'm gonna concede here. I don't want to play this game anymore. Opponent just had 3 Lambas, 2 Journeys, 2 Core Sky Fishers. This is just very lucky and I don't want to do it this right now. And no, think this is also good. I think duress is fine because we can take out those synthesizers and journeys. I don't think Clark Countryman is nice. Maybe this is fine because opponent might have some graveyard stuff, but we still need to see a little bit more. Ammunition is bad, I guess. Maybe, maybe even no. I think what more point might have to, you know, what my opponent might have on Blood Fountain. I don't know if that's correct to leave. I think we might take out the Blood Fountain, also the Host of Marasa, and maybe you might. The Unsent Grudge is here. I think about the synthesizer when my opponent has no mana, and I just kill the synthesizer. My opponent can't play the card, even if it is a instant spell. But I see four duress so much. I guess we're gonna go for with only three duresses. I think should try like this. Okay, this is the game two. We don't have anything else, but we think we're gonna keep this hand. This hand is kind of bad, but we do have a lot of black men. We're gonna search for the forest here. Sandbag a bunch of lands. This land is probably gonna cycle. We have a cast down, which is fine. I'm using this because it's nice to have two green source. Okay, let's see what my opponent does. Nothing. Okay, Secret Cat. Yeah, we could have bring the Nihil Spell Bombs, but I don't think so. I could play the Chrysalis here, but Journey to Nowhere is pain ass, so hmm, guess I will play a Mountain Pass. Maybe this is a very wrong turn from me because my opponent might just attack, maybe play a Lambus. I'm gonna cycle this land. I don't care about this land anymore because I have 6 lands already. Okay, another cast down is fine. Cross Force Bridge. Not gonna play the card here. Wanna pass. If I wanna find a copy of Turbo Make Wolf, but I'm not hasty because my opponent does have this Sacred Cat attacking us. I'm not too worried about this clock. Only if my opponent finds Basilisk Gate. Mm, opponent did not. Okay, it's fine. Yeah, not a twist landscape. Play Chrysalis. You can also. Okay, I think I'm gonna play this Swamp. I'll play the Chrysalis. Because now we can just sacrifice the Chrysalis if my opponent has. Opponent is not playing Galvanic Blast in his deck. Maybe Journey. Maybe opponent just brought like more Journeys from the sideboard. Yeah, no Bojuka Bogs. Your opponent's lucky. Every time you have a thing, your opponent has an answer. Okay, opponent having a little bit of luck. It's okay. It's not a problem. Going to block here. A sack, draw 2 cards. You're gonna okay. Your refurbishment mirror is strong. Opponent might have a Trebin Charm now. He's going, no, Qualifier we can kill, it's fine. The opponent just got back the Secret Cat, and again, fine. You can kill that. Opponent did not find any synthesizer, which is kind of strange. Okay, you're gonna go for this, draw a card. Troublemaker Wolf. It's pretty nice. What my opponent has a. I think I'm gonna go this. Drawing another card. Maybe we draw better untapped land than this. I got rid of the Journey and get our Chrysalis back. Gonna play the Refurbished Familiar. Ah no, we cannot play the. Okay, we have another Chrysalis, which is pretty strong. Fine. This and on the ground, just get rid of the. We can play this now and play the Refurbished. And then we have 2 mana to cast down and stuff. Oh, my opponent it is playing the Galvanic Blast, but he doesn't have the necessary. I do think we're going to. Let's see what my opponent is going to do here. Keep on bolts. We're gonna kill the Qualifier Fisher. We have another Chrysalis anyway. I think we should have waited this. We could take two, but one is playing Bolt, Journey, and also Galvanic Blast. It has a lot of lands, but no Basilisk Gate is at yet. I'm gonna go for the obvious play here. And also, I think I'm going to play one of those lands. I'm going to attack. Because now we have the visitors inside. Hmm. Let's see upon what you have to get. 5 mana. Visitors inside. I'm gonna draw 2 cards. The only lands. It's not good, but we're gonna take 2. This land we're gonna cycle. That's pretty much. Let's see. This token, I'm not blocking the Security Cat with the token now. Oh, another journey. Opponent is very lucky on finding journeys against our Chrysalis. This is only lucky. This is only lucky because the opponent didn't found any Lembas or any draw effect, so he just found 2 journeys. Outlaw Medic, it's fine. I'm not killing this guy. Duress now pretty bad because we don't have anything going on. Recycling this. Play what we can play here. I think a lot of lands. That's for sure. I play this. I'm going like this. I'm not gonna sack the token. Okay, fine. I'm not gonna sack the token just because I need the token to block at least one time. The life linkers pumped with the, with the gates. I think I should have mapped this up. Yeah, I don't need to cast down right now. So I'm gonna Nihil Spell Bomb here. A lot of lands in hand. Jesus Christ. That's why I do sacrifice a land and just save my token for to block. At this point, my opponent just needs to find. I don't have trouble taking two damage here. I don't care. I'm gonna map my refurbish next turn. I take one. I'm not worried about this. If my refurbish get a counter here, I'm gonna attack for 5. So it's pretty nice. I just forgot to pseudo up this. Okay. We're going to keep that card there. Going to play this. We can draw a card here, but I think I'm gonna attack first. We could draw that. Opponent has a card in hand. Opponent is going to 2 cards. I could have duress, but okay, seems you just insist, opponent. I'm going to sack this. Draw 2 cards, create a map token. Oh, this is nice. You take 2. You just take 2. Fine, we have another chrysalis. You're gonna find another journey. Okay, you might just find another journey. I don't care now. I have a okay. If opponent find another journey, it's gonna pass. It's gonna attack. So this is kind of crazy. Opponent is wanting to draw cards. I don't want to let you draw a card, opponent. You can keep attacking with this one, and it's pretty fine for me. Okay, we're gonna play swamp here. I think I'm gonna just map the refurbished. Let's see. Cast down. No to the graveyard. I think going. No, this is bad. I don't. I can't attack right now with the chrysalis because I just had to use those tokens before. We are wrong. But now, going to Lambus. The cast down is good. Equals. Okay. We're gonna pass here. Now we can cycle one of the lands, crack the other one to get another red source, I guess. The opponent's trying to attack because he wants to draw a card. I'm not going to let my opponent draw this card. It's fine. I can play another Sacred Cat, which is also fine. Another land. Now we are, I think we are pretty much ahead here. Cycling this. Okay, this is fine. Okay, what we're going to do here, I think we're gonna cycle one of those. Draw 3 cards. Fine. Okay, gonna play this. Cycle one of those. I think I'm gonna get back the Lambus. I don't wanna lose this token, like I said. I'm pretty much ahead here. I'm gonna draw a card. When it has a land there. Okay, gonna map token the refurb. See the rest, yes to the graveyard. I don't want that card right now. Gonna another map. Lambus, no. Now we're going to attack. I think opponent needs to jump because this is gonna take 5. It's bad. I don't care about this cat right now. I had 2 duress. Like this is very bad. It is fine. We're gonna destroy this land. I'm just diminishing my opponent's mana in case my opponent draws a synthesizer. It's less mana to use cards. I don't care about this cat. Really don't. Okay, it's fine. I'm gonna take it. Opponent has one card in hand, which is Traben Charm. Ugh. The Traben Charm on the refurbished. We're gonna sacrifice to draw two cards. Okay, Lembas. Fine. Okay, we have just a few cards on the graveyard right now. On the deck right now. And I think we're gonna even though draw some more cards. Wildfire, I'm gonna keep that. Lembas. Geeks Infiltrator is also very nice. I'm gonna play the Geeksin. Now I'm going to attack. He's gonna block the Chrysalis. Now it's fine. My opponent has one turn to attack with the Outlaw Magic. Or the... I'm gonna kill the Outlaw Magic now, I guess. Just gonna kill it because we might draw this card here. I don't care. Now I don't care about this card. 2 mana, another Outlaw Magic, which is kinda bad. And at this point, I think I just want to kill this Outlaw Magic here. It's going to draw a card, but I don't care because now I can just attack. Opponent's gonna jump, and he'll spell bomb the cat. The opponent has a card in hand. I'm gonna make him discard that card, which was a land. The rest, and it's a bolt, and it's fine. I don't care about that. Okay, so we're going to attack with everything. Know the token. I'm gonna block the cat, then I can sack the token. He's gonna jump. It's fine. Hydra next turn opponent's dead. Okay. Next turn opponent's dead. And maybe we played this very wrong at some point, but it's killing the refurbish, which is fine. We could have dropped with the visitors inside, but there's no need on that. Okay, fine. Yeah, now opponent has no cards in hand. It's fine because we don't have to worry about anything. Opponent's just dead. Yeah, this is the good thing about the Hydra. Even if you don't have this Chrysalis and the Geeks Infiltrator, we had the token. We can just pump the token to lethal damage. So now on the draw, I don't think we need. I think we need the Terminate to kill more Skyfishers. I don't know why I didn't bring that Terminate at all. I don't think the Duress. No, not Duress is not the problem. I need more removal or I need more threats. I think I need both. But to be honest with you guys, I think I'm gonna get rid of the Duress. If we find one, the rest is very good because we can just, this hand is slow as freak. I'm gonna keep this. This hand is very slow, but we are a slow deck, and he is slow also. But at this point, we can Lembas next turn, or we can duress to take. Oh, this is bad. It seems my opponent has some. Next turn, opponent cannot play the synthesizer yet. So I think we can just play this and play Lembas to try and find some more answers. Let's see. Another land I don't want. Double Makeup is really good. If my opponent plays the synthesizer, we can answer. But the Outlaw Magic, it's fine. Opponent having a red land. Okay, now I think I can just cannot play anything. I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna play the rest. Okay, synthesizer is very strong. My opponent has some good cards too. So I'm gonna be cracking this Twisted Landscape for a black mana here, swamp. One might pump, but he has no more lands. He's not going to pump. Okay, he's gonna get back the Lembas. Oh, the land. Play and replay the Lembas from the hand. Yeah, it was a nice play. Now I can cast down the. I don't have a mana, a good us use for our mana here. Opponent has only one red mana, so he cannot double Galvanic Blast or Chrysalis. Ooh, this is very nice. This is very nice. Going to refurbish. I hope opponent has no bad cards to discard. Discard the boat, which is fine. I think this point we can trouble make wolf. No. Yeah, we can trouble make wolf the land just because opponent doesn't have another land, which is very good for us. And we can block the outlaw magic and not taking damage. Maybe opponent just gonna Galvanic Blast at some point. He's gonna attack with both guys. Yeah, I don't care about that. I'm just gonna block here. I have 3 removal spells. Once we have open mana next turn, we can just draw cards, remove creatures. Okay, another Lembas, which is fine. I mean, opponent can get the lands he need, but I think we are lucky now that my opponent just top is a land, of course. It's of course. If opponent top that card with Lembas, it is a land. Ancient Grudge. One has no more. I think we keep attacking here, or maybe not. I think we keep attacking. Okay. We just pass. If opponent wants to kill a creature, we can draw 2. If opponent wants to pump a creature, we can kill the creature. It's pretty fine. Yeah, opponent. You can't do that. You can, but no way. You draw a card, but you have no mana. Fine. Yeah, we're gonna save the terminate because in case of opponent has another land opponent's getting lucky. Finding lands. Oh, the Hydra. We don't have anything to the Hydra now. The Hydra can just be answered by I go Galvanic Blast, which is not good. I think I'm just gonna pass here. Oh, which is nice is we can ancient with both Lambas. Yeah, we can enchant with both two Lambas, and my opponent is gonna have trouble. Let's see how my opponent taps here. Okay, now we can. Well, I just can opponent top Secret Cat. That's bad because the okay. I think we need to enchant grudge here because now opponent doesn't have any Metalcraft. Oh, the Chrysalis, and also this is very strong. What if I attack? The Chrysalis is nice, obviously, but one might have. The thing is, if my opponent plays, can I attack this? My pump 4+4+4 is gonna be 6/6. If it blocks, I think I'm gonna attack. Yeah, I'm gonna attack. I don't care about taking 6 because I have a removal. And I have those tokens to block and sack, and my opponent did not gain life. If opponent finds a land and a journey, that's bad for me because he plays untapped land, a journey, and he can also pump. That's gonna be bad. That's fine. That's not gaining any life, which is good for me. I'm taking red mana 2, refurbished. I think it's fine. It's fine. Okay, we just need. Okay, no, the crystal is strong, pretty strong. But maybe what we need here, we need to clock our opponent, of course. Why not attack with the chrysalis? That was a mistake. Okay, I think I'm going to do this. No. Yeah, no. If my opponent wants to pump, he's not gonna pump for a lot. You're gonna lose our chrysalis to the. Yeah, now I've you screwed this up because the Hawk is going to be a 7. And we don't have a double green, which is a problem, and we cannot take the Hawk damage because opponent has a okay. Opponent's not gonna pump. That's pretty nice. I like that. Now we can terminate the guy opponent's going to pump next turn. Unless my opponent find another Basilisk Gate, which is a lot of trouble for us. Fanatical Offering. Ooh, that's kind of nice. Maybe we can attack with both Chrysalis here. But if 1, 2, 3, 4, no, 3, 2, 3, we can block here, block everything else. I think that's fine. Yeah, 2, 3 is enough. The opponent might he cannot kill with the Galvanic Blast, which is really strong. Opponent needs to block, otherwise he's going to take lethal here. He needs to block. This way we can block one of those. If opponent find another Basilisk, he tap the just get up those two flyers. We can terminate one and just block the other one. And we are good to go. I think opponent's gonna pump the Outlaw Medic and we just block with the token and sacrifice, which is strong because opponent's not gonna gain life. Yeah, I think we are lucky to find the second Chrysalis because now opponent's in trouble with those tokens. Yeah, I think opponent's in trouble. We have double Chrysalis. Opponent did not find the Journey to Nowhere this time, so it's a pretty big miss. Even if my opponent finds a Journey now, maybe now that Journey now would be bad for us. Okay, Security Cat is fine. He's gonna pump and leave one mana open. Okay, opponent, this is okay. This is a boat. Okay, this is a boat. It's fine because my opponent cannot double pump a creature. Now he's going to pump. Pumping the. Okay, that's fine. Let's see how my opponent attack here. Okay. Now opponent needs to find something else. Okay. You can attack with everybody, right? Block here. Block here, taking 6. I'm gonna attack with both, of course. Opponent finds a. Opponent has only one flyer, but he can double pump, right? That's I mean, we need to risk this. Opponent's gonna draw a card there. I think it's fine. Is this correct? I think it is. Oh. Oh. Refurbished is also nice. Because we play and we still have the fanatical offering. Right? I think I'm gonna play only the refurbished. And just chill. When this guy Lambus is still having a Galvanic Blast in hand. Okay. No, I think we played this wrong. I just wanna bolt. Yeah, if opponent bolt has a double bolt, like Galvanic, my Refurbished Familiar and bolt, we might lose this. But I think opponent doesn't have that because he's thinking a lot. Yeah, he's gonna attack. I'm gonna just block the Sky Fisher. Yeah, blocking and sacrificing draw 2 cards. Opponent's going to Turban Charm something. Turban Charm. Why? Why are you doing this? Okay, if we find a removal, we just win the game. And have a lot of cards to draw. You just need to find a removal spell. Or this. But if my opponent finds another Basilisk Gate, we are in trouble. But we have a lot of things to block. I need to block here. Oh no, we just win the game. Oh, we can just win the game, right? Because we can play Chrysalis and attack with both. Opponents are gonna block this. I'm gonna take 6 anyway. We just win the game. No, we don't. I I don't. I can't believe we just screwed this up. Once when I game on live, going to 7. No, but we have 7 anyway. Yeah, we have 7. This is going to 7. Yeah, just miscounted. Yeah. GG's opponent.